Hare Krishna. As soon as we stop working constructively, our mind starts working destructively. The Bhagavad Gita explains that our mind often acts as our enemy. And it tells in the 6.6 that as long as we control the mind, it is our friend. But as soon as it starts controlling us, it becomes our enemy. Bandhuratmatmanastasya yenatmaivatmana jitah anatmanastu shatrutve vartetatmaiva shatruvat. So Krishna says, Bandhur atmatmanastasya, that mind is the friend for those yenatmaivatmana jita, one who has controlled the mind. But anatmanastu shatrutve, but if one does not control the mind, one does not keep it under control, then shatrutve, by default it will start acting like our enemy. Vartet atmaiva shatruvat, that is its default tendency. So what does this mean for us practically? The mind is inside us and we can't wish the mind away. Say for example, we are doing any particular activity, we are studying, we are working at our job, we are dealing with our family members, doing some family responsibilities. Then in all these times we are constructively engaged. And then in order to do that activity properly, we focus and we get our mind also engaged in it. And at that time, when we focus like that, the mind also cooperates. It may oppose, it may grumble, but it works along with us if we are focused enough. And in that way, we are engaged constructively. So, constructive engagement forces our mind to act also constructively. But when we stop constructive engagement, when we don't have anything to do, then immediately the mind starts acting destructively. Now, as soon as we are idle, we'll find that our mind starts going towards lower desires. It starts craving for things which we'd better not do, things which are going to hurt us. Or it starts worrying. What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? What if that happens? What if that happens? Now, suppose we had a company. Now, we would never operate the company in a way that it would cause loss for us. They will operate it in a way that will make profit for us. So like that, we have our own inner body, which is like say our machine or our company, we could say, which is a resource which we have. But when we don't keep ourselves constructively engaged, then our own mind, our own body, our own thought process starts hurting us. It's like a company which starts making loss instead of profit. Or instead of a company, if we say we have a machine, we let out a machine for people to do some work. But then if that machine, instead of giving us earning, it takes away our earnings. That's undesirable. So like that, we need to ensure that our mind is that we are constructively engaged. Then our mind will also get constructively engaged. So as soon as we let go, as soon as we keep our mind idle, then immediately starts doing a destructive action, destructive work. Either it can be in terms of dirty desires, or it can be just in terms of vain anxieties, pointless worries. Now, of course, sometimes certain responsibilities involve taking up a certain level of anxiety. But the point is, when we are in a mode of responsibility, when we are thinking constructively, then we anticipate, okay, this is the problem and this is how I can solve this. This is a problem, this is what I can do. So that sort of calmly thinking about dangerous possibilities actually makes us feel calmer. But when the mind goes flits from 1, 2, 3, 4, what if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? That actually makes us more panicky. So now we need to always keep ourselves constructively engaged. And that's why Krishna time and time again in the Bhagavad Gita tells us that Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Always glorify me, always engage in my bhakti. Now this does not mean that we don't do our professional activities, we don't do our family activities, but we do them all in a mood of service to Krishna, in a mood of worship to Krishna. And when we keep ourselves constructively engaged, then we will find that the mind's agitation will go down. Constructive engagement doesn't necessarily mean that we have to be running around constantly. We can be sitting down and introspecting also. We can be sitting and relaxing also. The body needs some relaxation. But the point is, we do it consciously. That means the mind is in control. The mind doesn't take control of us and makes us run here, run there. With a controlled mind, we can decide, now I need to give my body some rest. Now I need to give my mind some rest. But when we are in this way, so constructive engagement means keeping the mind under control and focusing it, making it do whatever you want to do. If we can learn this, if we can be vigilant enough to do this, then we will prevent our mind from acting as our enemy, and we will save ourselves from a lot of unnecessary distress, and we'll be able to use our inner resources much more productively. Thank you. Hare Krishna.